We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, a terrific offensive line, but I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
30 base. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, it's Barnett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The 2nd down throw for Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Clayton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
70, Indy. Check, crunch. Takes 3, 218, chopper.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young, he'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Ready? Mike 57. Hey. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Garza. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Off play action. Garza. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3-point. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under crouch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, Clayton. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready?
Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. It's complete to Fuller.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 18. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pilot, 64, wait. No.
It'll be Young again. Wide open receiver complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That throw by Young incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with a road victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 28-14 was your final score. Lastly, let's get out Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Third down, Young from the gun. The 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. The space there for the first down run. That's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Winslow, 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
10 logo. I'm coming.
Young now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Clayton. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Clayton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now here's Young. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Clayton, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Garza, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Garza looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken on the 25. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Garza looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barnett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Garza finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Garza. He goes underneath the Drake. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down. Garza. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. From the gun, Garza. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Yeah, baby, boom!
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there? Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Garza to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the field goal got them back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
They'll run on 1st down. Clayton. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. On 1st and 10, Garza. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Looking to throw. Garza. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Garza going right side here, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Garza. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. from the gun. Garza. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hurry.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the 49ers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.